I'm the Women's Ministry Director at Stewart Heights Baptist Church in Chattanooga, Tennessee, and we're glad you're watching today.
Hello, I'm Linda Evans Shepherd, and you're watching our very first Women's Ministry Moment. Our very first guest is Women's Ministry Director Shondalee Chrisman from Stewart Heights Baptist Church in Chattanooga, Tennessee. When I sat down and talked with Shondalee, we talked about a couple of things. For example, what's her very best tip to start a women's ministry? And also, later to come, her best idea on how to unite the older women and the younger women in your church. So stay tuned. We'll be right back after Shondalee answers the question, what is your very best tip for starting a women's ministry?
Prayer. A tip on starting women's ministry is to pray first. You need to determine where God wants you and what He has determined for your church and for your women's ministry. Our women's ministry has been around for about 7 years, and it has evolved every year into something different. It's grown every year, and that's all been because we started it with prayer and just asking what God's direction was and where He wanted us to go with that.
Shondalee, thank you. That was a great tip. And I'm looking forward to your next tip. Shondalee, how do you get the older women and the younger women in your church body to really connect?
Something we found at our church is that it was very difficult to have the older generations and the younger generations working together. And what I found in the process of trying to uncover a way to work through this obstacle was that it was all about relationships. I made the effort to go out and make friends with and build that relationship with that older generation. And it was a 6 to 8 month long process of continually asking, how are you doing today? What's up this week? What's going on in your life? And it took about 6 to 8 months to really build a good, strong relationship so that now they're actually coming to most all of our women's events. The same with the younger generation. And it just takes that extra bit of effort of going out and making a concerted effort to work through those obstacles and drawing them in and making them feel important.
Tips for women involved in women's ministry. I say give your speakers lots of chocolate. Chocolate speaks to me on a deep and spiritual level, and so you can't go wrong with good chocolate.
Very first, the Women's Ministry Moment has just zoomed by. I am so glad that you joined us, and stay tuned for next time. I'm Linda Evans Shepherd, and we'll see you on the very next Women's Ministry Moment. Bye-bye for now.